Hi there, in this video I am going to teach you how you can answer correctly and accurately one common interview question, which is why do you want to work with this company? The tips I share in this video will show you how you can accurately answer these questions, thereby making you a top performing candidate. Let's get right into it. Now, why do companies ask these questions? I believe companies ask these questions for two main reasons. The first reason is that they want to know the cultural fit. They want to know how you, the candidate, fit into their culture. Their culture includes how they work, the kind of mindset they adapt, and as well as their vision, their mission, and their value. They want to see how you fit. That is why they ask this question. The second reason why companies ask these questions is because they want to know your motivation for applying for that particular role, as well as your long-term potential. Every day, HRO people have to spend more money hiring for the same role. It's like every 6 months you're always hiring for the same role. So most times they ask this kind of question so they can gauge, is this a candidate that wants to stay with us long term, or they're just looking for another 6 months role where they can just make some money and leave. So these are the two main reasons I believe companies ask these questions. Why do you want to work with us? Now, in answering these questions, you need to answer in a way that positions you as the best candidate for the job. Here's how you can do that. The first thing to do in order to answer this question, why do you want to work with us? You need to research about the company. How I see it is like you meet somebody, and then maybe you met them on social media and you like them and you want to go on a date with them, male or female. What you can at least do is to look into their pictures. If they have some pictures there, and if he's a friend of a friend, you try to ask, oh, how is this person like? What does this person like? So it's the same thing. Before you go into that interview, you need to research about the company like you're going to toast them. Even though you're not going to toast there, well, you need to basically research about the company like you're going on a date. So the things you should know, obviously you can't know everything about the company, but there are certain facts and figures you should have at your fingertips. That includes their vision, their mission, their values, and even a part of their history. Let's say the company is the first company. By first company, I mean maybe the first company to land on the moon, the first company to start a 5G network, the first company to create to raise $500 million in funding. Whatever the first they are, or whatever innovation, groundbreaking thing they have done, you need to know things like that so that you can use it to talk, and then they can then see that this person is actually interested and knows all of this kind of stuff about us. Now, the next step is for you to highlight how your own personal values align with the values of the company. Let me give you an example. If it's a company that is very interested about innovation and adaptability, and then you've seen that in your research about the company, you need to be able to say that, oh, as someone that is, a self-starter, as someone that is very innovative, you believe working at this Ella's company will give you the opportunity to bring out that innovative side of you. I know we're going to get to an example on how you answer step by step, but I just wanted to say this so that you see that, yes, you've researched about the company, but you also need to talk about what you have researched in a way that ties to your own personal value, your own personal aspirations, your own, potential for growth. The third thing, which is one option I feel like a lot of people forget, is that they don't praise the company enough. As I had said before, you are literally going on a date with somebody that you feel like you like. You need to come correct and say, you're fine, you're beautiful, I saw this your picture, this your shoe. You need to praise them. Everybody loves praises, especially these companies, because they put in a lot of effort to make things work. And then even the employees in the company currently, they don't even praise them as much. Not to talk of you, an outside candidate, just coming up and saying, oh, I saw that just recently you signed to go paperless as a company in order to help the environment. That really inspired me. So coming to talk about the things that the companies have done, not just talk about them like, oh, you were the first company to start 5G. No, saying it in a way that shows that you are praising them also shows that you are very enthusiastic. Because let's be honest, we only praise things or talk about things in an admirable fashion when we like them or when we're interested. If I'm not interested in you or interested in something, I will not come up with praises. So if you are going to an interview and then you're coming up with praises for the company, for the achievement, best believe it tells the interviewer that you are actually interested in this company. Then finally, you need to express long-term interest. This is something that HR people are always looking at. For HR people, hiring managers, they're always looking out for this, because nobody wants to hire for the same role every 6 months. So they try to gauge how long you will stay. So you need to express long-term interest in the role. You can say something like, oh, in this role, I hope to grow like this, like this, like this. I hope to become a senior software engineer. So I have seen on your website, I saw somebody's story, how they just started from being a T-boy in the office, and they've grown through the ranks, and they're now working like as a senior software engineer, and it's because your company gave them the opportunity. So you need to be able to say things like this so that they know that okay, this person has a long-term interest, that even if they are starting here, they want to go somewhere else, and it's somewhere that we can take them. Don't say something that they cannot take you. That one, they'll just know that long term you can't fit in. For instance, the role is for an admin assistant, and in that role they don't do anything like tech related or software engineering or anything like that. And maybe the highest you become is to become like a project manager, but not for tech, or a business operations person. And then you're talking about, oh, why you want to work here, and then you're like, oh, long term I want to become a software engineer. They will just look at you like, okay, that's nice, I'm really happy for you, but we don't have software engineering role here. Long term, they won't say it to you, but in their mind it's like, long term this role will lead you into being an operations manager or a project manager, not a software engineer at all. So when you're talking about your long-term dreams and aspirations, it needs to align with what, first of all, that shows that you want to stay in the company, and secondly, what the company can actually give to you. As I had said, if it's a company that they can give you that software engineering role long term as a senior software engineer, you can go ahead and say that. They'll be very happy. But a company that long term the highest will probably be based on the way they operate is an operations manager or a project manager, you can't say you want to be a software engineer. It's already like a zero in their head, like, okay, this one cannot work. It means in another 6 months, if they see software engineering thing, they will jack back from here. So it's really important that you put that into consideration. Now, how do you answer this question? Yes, what you need to do. I've seen a lot of, response to these questions on the internet, ChatGPT, YouTube videos, and all of that. But what I do that personally works for me is to itemize your answer. If you go on ChatGPT and then you put this question and then you put all the company values, ChatGPT will give you an answer. But don't just say it as a paragraph. You need to itemize. How I would normally itemize is that the first thing, I will talk about the company values, like I had already said. I'll talk about how they tie to me, and then I will talk about how this company will affect my growth as a professional. So this is company A. I'm giving you an hypothetical company. I'm going to call this company Ella's Hair Company. And in this company, they value teamwork, they value innovation, they value diversity and being able to work with people from different backgrounds. This Ella's Hair Company was the first company in the UK to start importing hairs from China and different parts of the world. And then this Ella's Hair Company also, they are looking to be the #1 company for hair in the whole of Europe by 2050. So these are some of the things about Ella's Company. So if they ask me today, why do you want to work at Ella's Company? I will go on and say, the first reason I want to work at Ella's Company is the vision and the mission at Ella's Company. Ella's Company is a small company that started just 5 years ago, and they are looking to become the #1 importer of hairs in Europe by the year 2050. Like, there are already other people in the business, but for Ella's Company to have this vision, what it tells me is that I'll be working in a highly productive environment with people that are looking to break new grounds, and that is already exciting and inspiring for me as a person. The second reason I want to work here is the value at Ella's Company. I understand from my research that Ella's Company values collaboration, teamwork, being able to work with people from different backgrounds and different ideas, and I love it. As an immigrant myself, I believe that this company is somewhere where I can be my true self. I don't have to be afraid, I don't have to be ashamed. I can bring my ideas to the table and they are well accepted. And then finally, the third reason I want to work at Ella's Company is because this is a company that can make me to grow into a more refined professional. I see myself thriving in the beauty industry. I believe that in Ella's Company, there is that career trajectory and path for me. I can start out as a retail assistant now in one of the stores, but in a few years' time, I could be something more. And this is because of what I've seen, again, from my research about the company, how this company has given people opportunities, has taken people from point 0 to point 100. And these are the reasons I want to work in this company. So that is just one small answer, but I hope you get the point that what you would do is that you take all of this information, then you piece them together. I personally recommend itemizing them. Even if you go to ChatGPT, if ChatGPT gives you a summary, type itemize. You need to itemize the answer so it's clear and concise for the person that is listening. And then finally, you need to say with emphasizing, passion, smile. You need to make it very human. You need to add a lot of, a little bit of finesse to it. So that is it. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned something. Let me know in the comment section when you do implement these tips, and if you have any more tips about your own experience answering these questions, please let me know in the comment section. Please like, comment, engage, and subscribe to this video. Until next time, bye.